I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're going through. I'm not here to pretend that, I understand what you're going through or how you feel in your life. And it's funny when you see a man without arms and legs up on stage with a smile, you sort of subconsciously compare your suffering to my suffering, and in your own mind, your conclusion is that, well, you'll never complain again in your life because you can't imagine how it would be without limbs. However, I believe it's worse actually being in a broken home than having no arms, no legs. And I used to say that I believe that the biggest disability of all is fear, but after watching that film, I want to maybe change it up a little bit. I think the biggest disability that we have as human beings is unbelief. Everything starts with a vision, and a man without vision dies. I always open up with a couple funny stories. When people come and meet me, they don't know what to do with me. Do I shake his hand or, whatever? And I just hug people. I'm a hugging machine. I've hugged about 350,000 people. We're actually breaking the World Guinness Book of Records of hugs. In 3 weeks, we're going to be hugging 1,200 individuals in 1 hour. And no, they're not going to just pass me down the line, all right? But every now and then, I get a little nervous that someone's just going to come up, pick me up, and take me home. It's like, anyway, I have a lot of funny stories. And as I was growing up as a child, I would be quite envious of everybody else around me who had arms and legs, including my brother and sister at times. I was born without limbs for no medical reason. There are times in life where things happen and don't make sense, and I was just sitting on a plane seat next to this guy who was going to visit his mum, and his stepfather just died on Friday. They're burying him tomorrow or the day after, and I was talking with him a little bit, and there are just some things that we won't understand in this life. There are some times where you're going to wish that you could rewind and do things all over again. There are times where you just wish you could forget memories, and you try to drown those memories in alcohol or different pleasures, and maybe get distracted by the goals and ambitions of your life and try to put the past behind and move forward. We're all human beings. Please don't get me wrong. I don't wake up every morning with a smile on my face like, "Hi, everybody!" I have ups and downs. You see my foot? Ups and downs, ups and downs. The first thing I want you to take away from today is this: you will have good days and you'll have bad days, but you will always learn something more or something new, and you will learn more overall on bad days than good days. You will learn more about yourself, you'll learn more about relationships, you'll learn about life and principles, and it'll build your character. If you're a person who wants to, let's say, improve on your character of patience, let's say, don't complain when you're waiting in a line. You ain't going to grow in patience until you're put in a place to wait. It's like you go into a gym and you're walking through the front doors and you tell your wife or your husband, "I'm going to the gym." You go into the gym and you come in 3 feet and you do a U-turn and you ride out, "I went to the gym." Ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta go in there, and what are you gonna do? You gotta pick up the weights. You exercise the muscles that you want to build. I stand before you without arms and legs, but a very strong man because of the bad days in my life. You know how it is. If you didn't go what you've gone through, you wouldn't be who you are today. And I'm not belittling your pain, and don't worry, I've seen pain in my life, and I've seen not only in my life, but people's lives, and people say, "Well, at least I have no arms, no legs," and then what am I supposed to say? Well, at least I'm not an African orphan who's dying at 4 years old, and I met that person. You may have arms and legs, but unless you know 3 things. Number 1, who are you and what your value is? Number 2, what is your purpose here in life? And number 3, what is your destiny when you're done here? If you don't know the answers of any of those 3 questions, you're more disabled than I.